Hey ladies and gentlemen, Wolf Grier here, and welcome to my Friday night Diablo 3 discussion video. So it is now the end of week number 3 in Season 10, and let's take a look at those leaderboards and see exactly what each number 1 for every class is running and what it takes to get there at that number 1 spot, the work that they put in, and the dedication. I'm going to use the word dedication a lot in this video probably because somebody once commented on one of my videos that the reason the top are where they are is the dedication that they put into this game. So let's go ahead and start off on this leaderboard. Let's take a look at the monk. So the number 1 monk is Umba. He has done a 93 GR, 14 minutes 16 seconds. Let's take a look at his gear. Alright, for his weapons, he's got 2 pretty decent weapons. His Caldicens on all of his gear range between 75 and 90 for the most part. So he's looking really good with the Caldicens. As far as primals, let's take a look. Does he have any primals? He does not. However, that is a very kick-ass Traveler's Pledge. And his weapons are pretty beast too. Area damage on both, life per hit on one, attack speed on the other. I mean, his gear is pretty awesome. And he is running that Raiment Spirit Generator build. I was truly hoping that one of the in his EP or in his generator build would overtake R6, but so far it has not. And that's unfortunate, but Raiment Generator is the best build so far this season, and has been since season number 6. Alright, so there's his gear, and it's pretty much the basic Raiment Spirit Generator build, and it's pretty awesome gear. The amount of bounty mats that must have taken, and farming, and that type of thing, plus all the Caldicen gems. That one's only a rank 50, but that's an 85, that's an 89, that's an 84, that's an 80 and an 89, etc. So his Caldicen gems are really high. And you got a 96 Simplicities, 95 Bane of the Stricken, and a 95 Bane of the Trapped. So his gear is pretty awesome, like I said. Now let's take a look at his profile. So we'll bounce out of that. We'll jump onto his profile. Let's take a look at the time he has put in, including the Barbarian and the Monk. Total time played, he has averaged 9.5 hours a day. 9.5 hours a day for 21 days. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of dedication. All right, let's dive into the Barbarian. So for the Barbarian, we have Start a War, who has done a 94 GR, 1449. Let's take a look at his gear. He's running the basic Whirlwind build, with the exception being that he does not run Bulkatho's weapons. Instead, he is running Little Rogue and Slanderer. And his Little Rogue is a primal, and his gloves are also a primal. And his Caldicens are pretty much all above 95 to 101, which is pretty awesome. And once again, we have another really good Traveler's Pledge. So his gear is pretty beast. And like I said, it's just the basic Whirlwind build, same as every other Whirlwind build, with the exception of the 2 weapons. Seems like a pretty solid build going on there. So let's take a look at his time played. All right, 181 hours. That translates into 8.5 hours a day, straight for 21 days. Definitely some very good dedication going on there in order to achieve this. I mean, that is a lot of playtime. Averaging 8.5 hours a day. I personally can't because I have a job outside of all of this, and it takes up a lot of time. Same with my family, my wife, that type of stuff. So dedication is key. Being able to put in that time, 8.5 hours a day, 21 days straight. That's just a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's go ahead and look at Solo Crusader. Number 1, S1120. All right, he is running the basic Blessed Hammer build with Seeker Light set, etc. So pretty much just your basic Blessed Hammer build. His Caldicins are also in the 90s. So very high Caldicins, definitely running a lot of groups, which is good. His Paragon, 1081. Another really, really good Traveler's Pledge, which is cool. Let's see, I don't see any primals at all on this guy, so no primals at all. That COE, pretty beast as well, as is his Compass Rose. Pretty awesome gear. Like I said, this takes a lot of bounty mats to get this gear, a lot of farming, and a lot of time played. So let's take a look at his time that he has spent playing. Okay, if you total up all of his, he has also been playing 8.7 hours on average per day for the last 21 days. A lot of dedication there. A lot of time put in. I mean, that's what it takes to get to the top of these leaderboards. Dedication. Guys, this gets better, so hang on tight. Okay? All right. So, let's go ahead and look at the number 1 wizard. So the number 1 wizard, SC Eternity. Let's go ahead and look at him. Pretty much your basic Telrash's, Veer's, Lightning Archon. Okay? So with the Mantled Heel, etc. He's got a Primal Starfire, a Primal Shoulders, and he also has a very awesome amulet as well. His Mantled Heel is pretty decent. No other primals, but he does have 2 primals, which is pretty cool. And some of his Caldicins are closing in on 110. They're between 95 and 109, which is pretty awesome. That's a lot of farming, like I said. That's a lot of bounty mats to get this gear, farming, that type of stuff, crafting, all of that. Let's take a look at his time played. Okay, so when you total all of that up, he is looking at also 8.6 hours on average played every single day since this season started 21 days ago. Pretty beast, pretty awesome dedication going on there. So definitely takes a lot of time to get all of this gear, all of these levels, these paragons, etc. If you look at his paragon, he's 1361. That's a lot of work, a lot of dedication, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's dive on to the 2 really, really dedicated players on these leaderboards. All right, let's start off with the number 1 Demon Hunter. So Hage P. He has done a 95 GR, 13 minutes, 30 seconds. That's a pretty awesome time. Okay, we're going to take a look at him. He's running a Shadow's Mantle Impale build with the Holy Point shot, etc. He's got a Primal Strong Arm Bracers, another really, really kick-ass Traveler's Pledge, very good Compass Rose, great COE, that type of thing. Any other primals? Yep, he's also got a Primal Helm and a Primal Chest Piece. Seems to be it. So 3 primals on this dude. Very good weapon, very good offhand. Now his Caldicins are also 90 and above, 95 and above for the most part. So he's definitely running groups. He's getting those Caldicins up, and he's definitely playing a lot, which is pretty decent. I mean, he's playing a lot. So let's take a look at his playtime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's break it down. Look at his profile. Hit up his seasons. And, yeah, 16 hours there. 346 hours on his Demon Hunter. Let me rephrase that. 346 hours on his Demon Hunter. 1 minute on a Crusader. But okay, so let's total that up and divide it by the 21 days that this season has been going on, which averages out to about 17 hours a day for the last 21 days. For the last 21 days, he has averaged 17 hours a day. That leaves you 7 hours per day to do other stuff like sleep, eat, hang out with friends, or walk outside and see the sun, that type of thing. I mean, that is an amazing amount of dedication, ladies and gentlemen. 17 hours a day, 21 days straight. It's humanly possible. It could be. Okay? 17 hours a day. That's a lot of playtime. I mean, his 1350 Paragon, but it's more about the gear than the Paragon with that one. It's the bounty mats, it's that type of stuff. It's the farming to get those primals. Okay, 17 hours per day for 21 days. Let's dive on to the number one witch doctor, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the Holy One. He's the number one witch doctor with a 95 GR, 14 minutes, 2 seconds. Let's take a look at his gear. It's pretty decent. He's running the Arakir's Firebats build, which is a pretty awesome build. Let's take a look. He does not have a single primal. Anywhere. Nope, no primals whatsoever. He does have another kick-ass Traveler's Pledge. Pretty awesome Unity. And a pretty awesome Compass Rose. His gear is pretty beast, and he's looking at level 100 Caldescents on all of his gear. So even though he doesn't have a primal, it's still a lot of playtime to get all those Caldescents up, and all that gear is pretty awesome. So it's definitely a lot of dedicated playtime. How much playtime, you might ask? Let's take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Let's break that down. Let's view his profile. Seasons. Okay. 21 hours there. 296 hours on a Demon Hunter. Not even the Witch Doctor. On his Demon Hunter, 296 hours. On his Witch Doctor, he has 133 hours. That totals up, ladies and gentlemen, to a whopping 21.3 hours per day played for the last 21 consecutive days since the season started. That leaves approximately 3.5 hours to sleep, eat, go outside, hang out with your family or friends or whatever, or just see the sunlight, that type of thing. 3.5 hours is all he has as free time to do all of that. Eat, drink, whatever. Yeah, you could eat while you're playing, so maybe you can sleep while you're playing. I don't know. I can't. 21 hours a day, ladies and gentlemen. The number one witch doctor, the Holy One. Dedication. It takes a lot to be that dedicated to this game to average 21 hours per day for 21 days straight. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm going to say tonight about the leaderboards. I want your comments below. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you think of Season 10, Week number 3, on the number one spots for the leaderboards so far. 3 weeks have passed. 21 hours a day for 3 weeks is what the number one witch doctor has played. What are your thoughts? Guys, thank you very much for checking out my Friday Night Diablo video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you guys have a great day. I greatly appreciate all your support. Peace.